They keep outdoing themselves. What is this? Like, how do you outdo hot? You know? Ooh, beautiful. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jeff. So in this video, we're gonna check out 17's newest title track. It's in Hangul. Hold on. I'm gonna try to Son no Gong. Son no Gong. So yeah, we're gonna do this new title track of 17, Son no Gong. I'm not sure what that translates into. Okay, so I've heard a lot of great things about this. People are saying that it's quite epic. So yeah, we're gonna do the music video and then dance practice. Let's get to it. Whoa! Woo! Ah! Holy shit! Yes, the vocals. Look at this imagery though. Can't wait for the choreography video. Hey! Whoa. Hey! Hey! Look at me! The biceps. Hey! Ah! Yes! 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 Oh my god, he's going hard on this! Oh, the hips! The styling though. Hey! Let's go! Vocals! Let's go, someone! Here we go. Oh, Dino looks incredible! Hey! Anti-drop! That's new for 17. Hey! Woo! The knee work on that. Brennan! Hey! Holy shit! This is a performance video! Am I watching the right one? Yes! Hey! Shit! Oh my god, the long hair! Fire! Hey! Let's go, Josh! Power pole! Hey! I feel like I'm watching the performance video. I might have watched the wrong music video. Hey! The dance is hard! Ooh! Forward! Hey! Let's go! Up to the sky is the limit for them. Ming Hao is back! Hey! Ooh, I love. Ooh, that was pop! The pops though! Isolation. Yo! Oh my god, this is like award season worthy! The scale of this! Love that beat. They keep outdoing themselves. What is this? Like, how do you outdo hot? You know? Ooh, beautiful. Hey. Oh my god. So good. Hey. Oh, I can't even explain how good this song is. Oh my god! The production! I tore this, please. It's called it's Super. Okay. Oh my god. Wait, it is the official MV. So, because that felt more like a performance video. So I was like, did I watch the wrong thing? But it makes sense. It makes sense because it's quite performance heavy. Even though it's basically one set, right? It's one set, but the scale is there, which I love. I don't mind this kind of thing because it's so performance centric. Like if you do this one set with like a lesser choreography, amount of energy, you know, that kind of thing, it would be too small for it. But this one, the choreography, the performances carried, you know, and it was just like the scale of it just kind of added to it. Like by scale, I mean like the size of the set, the fireworks, that long big thing at the back. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. If it's symbolic, I'm so sorry. Please let me know. I'm not aware. From the outfits to the choreography. Okay, we're gonna talk about the choreography later, as we go through the choreography video. But like the outfits are fire. They look so hot. Mingyu, Mingyu. Like I feel like everybody got quite a great center time. This song, the beats are incredible. It says a lot when the beat makes you like pump right like that without the vocals on top of it. Like it did have like some vocals on top of it, but it's not like the normal 17 type of like vocal type, the vocal gymnastics type of thing. I feel like in terms of the belts, this is kind of like one of their songs that don't have a lot of belts in it. I feel like that's totally fine. I feel like they worked it out really, really well still. Because the beats, the melody, the raps really carried in this one, that it would have just probably been like icing on top if they added the belts, the normal belts that we get from 17. I'm just like, how do you, because like I was very curious how they were going to do better than Hot, because Hot is like the perfect comeback. Like I mentioned on my year-end video, Hot was a perfect comeback, from the song, the performances, the virality of it, the choreography, the aesthetic of the whole album. It was just perfect. So this one, I was just like, how are we gonna top that? But they did. Let's go to the choreography. It's gonna be insane. Oh my Jesus! They had a fucking stadium. It's so big that they had to rent out a basketball court for it. That studio that they have is huge. It's huge. But I'm guessing like they did Don Quixote, for example, like they had a lot of dancers too. But like this one, you can tell the epicness of it. They needed a much bigger space. And it's probably because it's more like wide rather than like this way. Because like Don Quixote was, quite triangular, right? This one, it's wide. But I love the starting imagery. Are they going to show him get up? Yeah, they did. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I love the starting imagery. Very epic scale. Okay, you know what? I'm going to watch it through first and then dissect. Let's go. Ah! This is why I love K-pop. Dancing. And it's so triumphant, too, this music. Hey, it just makes you go like that from the very beginning. Oh my god, I feel like I'm watching like a competition. Ooh, the footwork! Oh shit! Ah! Ooh! What the flying in the back! Ooh, that jump! That's a balance thing. They're agile in this. I mean, they always are, but like, it's insane. It's intense. This is like an award season performance. I love the anti-drop, but like, the dancing doesn't falter. Ooh, look at Vernon. I'm such a fan of Vernon's dancing. You guys know that. Like, I'm like a kid in a candy store. Look at that level! Look at Fuji! Ooh! The imageries that they're making is insane! They're giving me everything! Hey! Woo, let's go! That switcheroo is so fast! Look at me! The code! whenever Vernon comes on, he slays. Wait, hold on. I love that Ming Hao danced with a freaking coat on. He's so stylish. Look at this. Hey. Ooh, the commander that walk. Who is that? Is that June? Damn, Uji's built. Beautiful. Hey. I know now why they had to rent a fucking basketball court. Hey, hey. Woo! Vernon's hat dropped. Yes! Good! What did I just watch? That's a fucking mama piece. Okay, we're gonna dissect this. Damn! Holy shit! This is insane! Like, thank you, 17. Thank you for always giving me these kind of things. Oh, by the way, quick plug. I will be reacting to the game caterers for 17. They just started it last week, I believe. I'll be doing that on my Patreon. Also, the album reaction, the live stage version of this, because I want to see how they do this like in live, like stage version. Yeah, those ones will be on my Patreon. I love game caterers. I did the Hybe one. I'm obsessed with that variety show. I watched like all the other ones too that they did. And now they have 17, like their own thing, and I just can't wait because they're so funny, which is great too. Because like the Hybe one, they didn't have all the 17 members, right? So this time they do, I believe. So I can't wait to watch that. That will be my Patreon. Link will be down below. So yeah, just a quick plug on that. Okay, let's go watch this. I love that they showed him getting up, like a little bit of the process, because they could have started the video from here, right? So yeah, in these lifts, as I mentioned before, it's not just the people, or in this case the dancers holding up Uji, the ones that are engaged. Of course they have to be strong, you know, to kind of like stabilize the lift. But Uji also can't be flopping around. His balance is very key here, so he doesn't, you know, lose balance and like, you know, kind of like fall. And a lot of that is engaging the core, so that you're like centered, and also kind of engaging your butt area too. So you're basically more structured. I always use this analogy for lifts. It's like if you were to carry, you know, there's two people and you're carrying a mattress that's like kind of like wobbly like that, it's a lot harder to carry because there's no structure to it, as opposed to a big table. It's structured, right? So it's a lot easier to control when you're lifting it. So same idea with lifting bodies, people, with lifting people. Love the domino effect. Yeah, this is very competitive level. Hey, ah! That vibration. Woo! My God, the sequence is fire. Yeah, there's a lot of that's a very, very cool sequence. It's like a lot of domino effects, but within it, vibration, and with this many people, not just the 17 members, but also with the dancers themselves as well. That takes a lot of synchronization, of course, right? And 17 is the most synchronized group in the world, not just K-pop, in the world. So this was very befitting. So like this part, you know what? It's insane that you can do that kind of like move, vibration, shake, whatever you want to call it, with that amount of people, because that's a very risky thing to do, because it can easily look messy. So the amount of like shake, the way you shake your shoulders, your hands, they all need to be very cohesive and controlled so that everybody looks the same. You know, like if some people shake it too much, you know, and some people like don't shake it enough, like it's gonna look off. So it needs to be the same energy from like this person all the way to the other end. And mind you, it's like it's in between the sequence of like the domino effect. So it's also the timing as well, right? So when you do the first move of the domino effect, you're just waiting, you're kind of just holding your position as the other people do the same moves but in a domino way, right? So you have to wait for the last person in the domino effect to do the shake. So like if you do the shake too early or like too late because you're just there, you're waiting for the other people to do it, to finish the domino. If you're not on time, it's gonna look off already. It's a lot easier for the people who just finished the domino effect to go into that movement because they didn't have to wait for it. So yeah, it's quite impressive the way they did this. They see the domino effect there, it's the wave domino effect, right? So like the people at the back would have held their body roll and then boom, right? And it's also not like a big gap as well that you can kind of like absorb it. It's like boom, da 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 da. Like it's so quick, but timing is key. And then this part, oh my god, the transition is insane. This is like competitive level. Like you can put this on a competition. Look, that's wide. That's wide. And then this. Should I even dissect this? Cause like it's hard. I love the switcheroo from. I'm like trying to like. How do I explain this? I love the switcheroo from like the endpoints to the middle, and then going into that footwork. Boom, boom, ba, da, da, da. It's a lot, yeah, because that's why they need to like move bigger because one, it's a big stage. So like from here to switch, they have to travel far and then go into this footwork. It's insane. Kudos to the dancers for doing this. Like. And same idea here with like the domino effect. It's such a complicated domino effect because there's a lot of details to it. So, and it's also very, very fast. This whole sequence from like from the shake to here. So huge kudos to them. I'm so impressed. Like, when am I not? And oh my god, like this thing is fucking insane. Holy shit, the dancers. I'm just like, oh god. Like they go out and then like, okay. This imagery, it's like almost like spider-like, and then you have the jumps. I didn't notice that on the music video because I was probably very distracted by Mingyu. But that is so cool. I've never seen that before, and I've seen a lot of choreographies, guys. I've seen a lot. Like I love that. Like oh damn, and then that flower thing type on both of them. It's just such an epic look. So that makes sense that like during that entire time they have like easier, more like sensual choreography in the middle, so as to not distract. So like you have this, right? Because it would have been way too much if they were doing something complicated in the front as well. Like that'll be cool, but I feel like it's gonna be distracting from what's happening at the back. I love that part. It's like it just comes out of nowhere, and it's such a big leap with both legs. Like boom, right? Look at this. I'm especially impressed by Mingyu, of course, because his seems like a further travel. Like this, like look at the angle. I feel like it's straight too. It's straight legs, and then when you travel like that. It's like finding that balance in that core is gonna be tough. Try it. It's tougher than you think because like when you look at the other members, it's not really to like put down the other members or like to put Mingyu above the other members. It's more like to kind of point out how difficult it is, right? Because if you see even the dancers too, there are some like curved knees. So when you curve your knees, you kind of get a little bit more balance. You stabilize yourself a little bit more. But like with Mingyu here, doing it straight leg, like it's quite baggy his pants, so I'm thinking it's straight legs, just because of the positioning of the feet. So it's very, very impressive that he did this, and it stuck out to me from like earlier as well. Just the first like watch. It's far, so his center core is really engaged here. The slide out, great transition. Hey, I love that the footwork there. It's quite agile. That part, that da da da, love that. Hey, it's difficult. Like, oh my god, there's a lot of details. Hey, that like vibration before that. So as much as structured movements are very impressive, it's also very impressive to do these kind of like fluid, like the arms thing. Because with this amount of people, again, it's going to be very messy if like it's not done right. Like, because it's a lot of arms, right? If someone waves too much or like not enough, you know, it's going to look off. You need the entire group to do it the same way, to be synchronized, so that when you do those kind of like fluid movements, it's clean. It could easily look messy if one is like off. There it is. Wait. Yeah. I don't know what it is, but I'm just like, damn, burn it. He's like back there, and then I just feel like he shines so much in the center. The way he does all these movements, very, very good. I just realized Minghao actually isn't in this formation. Is June also? Because I know they were kind of laying low. They were in China for a bit, right? I can't tell where June is because of like the hat situation. Oh, I feel like this is June. Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like this is June. This is Wonu, DK, Sungkwan, Uji, Vernon, Dino, Hoshi, Scoops, Jonghan, Mingyu, Joshua. But yeah, back to Vernon. I love his lines. So hot. But and like here, like look at Hoshi. I mean, everybody's doing really, really well, like main dancer material. But like, look at Hoshi here. Look at the reach. I mean, I can compliment everybody. Like, guys, everybody's doing really well here. It's just like in certain moments, like I've mentioned before, in certain moments, specific members stand out. Because the move call for it. Like, look at like Hoshi's reach. It's just so established. I mean, everybody did the same thing. It's just Hoshi's energy like captured me, like just the way he did it. But I love, like even Uji too. I love the energy, like the level change from like low to medium and to high. It's established. It's not just like one level when you're doing that. It's like boom, ba, da, and you see it like boom, low, medium. Like I'm talking about this part, you know, it's really established. It's not just like da da da. It's like da da da. So there's level change, and then your body also is a testament to that. Yeah, yeah. Boom. Hey. Ooh, that jump. It's trust. And he also has to, Scoops has to jump high on that. Because he's not even like looking. I don't think he looked at all to see like what level it would be. He kind of just like boom, right? So it's like if he didn't jump high enough, and then their catch is like a little higher, he wouldn't make it far back on this seat, and he wouldn't have a comfortable position on there. It'll be off. So the key there is to jump as high as you can backwards. It's harder, so that whatever height, you know, they would be catching you on will be enough for him to sit back and be comfortable there. Imagine though, like grabbing like this, and then you're like jumping, all like that jump out as well. Like that's a lot. Damn. And this imagery, Jesus. Kudos. It's like what do you call it? In Streetman Fighter and Streetman Fighter, the Mega Crew mission. It feels like that. This is how you do a Mega Crew mission. This is how you do it. It's just like never ending too. Like when like one imagery ends, another forms. It's so cool. Nice pop there, Joshua. Love that. Oh, and they were like, they creeped in. Look, they're hidden, so we're kind of distracted by Joshua's beauty. And then the guys like go under, and then they're like pushed up or pulled up. So that will require some strength to pull you up. So that it gives you height and that you'll land. Because if you don't have enough height to like from that jump, like from that pull, you may not have enough time to like really establish your grounds. And then go into this like that again, that switcheroo on the foot. I love that there. Woo! Oh my god, that was fucking good. Ah, here we go. This is Minghao. So like, boom. How many of y'all lost it here? Oh my god, this is crazy. Ah, so animalistic. Okay, wait. I need to breathe. Okay. I love the model walk. And then like the pop. Yeah, it's so this one is the chorus, right? And so earlier it was everybody with the dancers as well, and then here we just have the members. Hey, look, oh my god, Uji, he's going ham. Everybody is quite like intense. Hey, let's go, Sungkwan. Oh my god, I love that he has a moment here too, and that was like hard choreography as well, very energetic. I feel like everybody has like such a moment to shine in this choreography. Oh, I love that. This is June, right? Yeah, I love that like Prince-like walk that he's doing here. It's very commanding. You know, like with the arms backwards, and then he's controlling the entire team. Love that. Yes, that's very beautiful. That lift. Woo! That vibration! What the fuck? Bam! Bam! Holy shit! Ah! Woo! That's so synchronized! Look at the angles! Ah! See, okay, this again, that domino effect of the vibration is the same thing as I said earlier. It's very difficult, especially now. It's even more difficult now because it's individual. You know, like if you miss it like a hair, it's gonna look off, the timing of that. So this is like huge kudos to them. Because like when it's individual, you can't really hide from anyone. Oh my god. Mic drop. It's over. It's over. Oh my god, they keep outdoing themselves. Like when it gets to that certain like that latter half of the choreography, I'm like tired already. I'm like tired for them. And also because there's a lot of details, my brain is like, oh, but like it's so organized and so well polished, so synchronized. You can tell that they put a lot of work into it because this is a very, very difficult choreography. I keep saying this, like, you know, this is one of their most difficult choreographies, but like every single comeback, they do something difficult. And I'm just like, how? It's intense. It's intense. And I can't wait to see that hopefully live. I had such bad luck with seeing them last year, the Be the Sun tour. If you guys don't know, like when I was in Manila, it was really tough to get tickets. And when they were in touring America or like even Vancouver, Canada, I was in the Philippines. It was quite expensive to fly back. And then when they went back to Manila, well, actually Bulacan, which is where the Philippine Arena is, I was back in Canada. It was just like, we were like, whoop, 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 whoop. So I'm hoping that this time I am moving to Vancouver. So hopefully they do another stop there and that I can get tickets there. If not, I don't know, like I'll have to do something to like see them, maybe go to the States, but I hate Ticketmaster, so I don't know what we're gonna do. I don't know what else to say. I'm in awe of 17, their choreography skills, their execution skills, their dance skills. And this is definitely much more dance-centric than vocally-centric, but that's fine. We know what they're capable of. So yeah, stay tuned for Patreon content regarding this comeback, especially game caterers. I'm really, really excited to watch them there. They're fucking hilarious. And I love them so much in the Hybe one. So I can't wait to like watch this one. All right, thank you guys so much for watching with me today. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, do like and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, make sure you tick that notification bell so you don't miss any content from me. And if you'd like to get to know more about me, do check out my Instagram, TikTok, and Patreon down below.